Welcome to the Little League Baseball Regionals on ESPN. We're in San Bernardino, California at Houghton Stadium, Northwest Region, game number 1. The Abbott O'Rabbit Little Leaguers from Anchorage, Alaska, taking on West Valley Little League from Eagle, Idaho. Northwest Region at a glance. 10 to 12-year-old kids, modified double elimination, will play 6 innings, and all players must bat in the continuous batting order. Let's take a look at the map for the Northwest Region. 4 teams represented in 4 different states as we zoom in from Alaska to Idaho. The champion will be crowned at the end of the week and head to Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Trey Bender alongside former Major League Baseball reliever David Ardsma. Glad you're with us. And these guys are all state champions. What seasons already for these two?
What great seasons it is. Alaska, they've been here, done that. Idaho has ran through their state tournament, crushing the ball. It's going to be a great game.
Now, let's take a look at the continuous batting order. And again, everyone must hit for Alaska. Scrappy. A lot of these kids with a hockey background, and they're facing an Idaho starting pitcher in Gunnar Scroggins, a lefty that can bring it.
Absolutely bring it. He can move the ball around, has been in these big situations before, and has excelled.
This Idaho team, 3 state titles last 6 years. 10 miles northwest of Boise. They've got a core that has been together since 7 and 8 years old, and that can really bode well for them.
But without a doubt, when you're a Little League team, the longer you can be together, the more you know each other's tendencies, and you play better, especially defensively. That's where you really see it. But this team can hit the ball with anybody.
Well, let's look at how Alaska got here, a team that Abbott O'Rabbit has had a good tradition, their 3rd straight state title, and they dominated to get to regional play, and they're coming in with some momentum.
Absolutely. One thing you talked about was being Alaska hockey tough. This team, they just got described as a little bit of scrappy, confident, and you know what? The goldfish mentality. You make a play, you let go of it. You miss a play, you let go of it.
From the land of the midnight sun, Anchorage, Alaska. And this is their 12th overall trip to San Bernardino. They will not be intimidated by a good Idaho team. The Idaho motto, by the way, fly together. A tight-knit bunch, and the first offering is in there to Cam Bavegny leading things off. Pitcher against pitcher, Scroggins against Bavegny. Glad you're with us. Greg Anderman calling balls and strikes. Domain Forte, Mike DeBellick, and Rick Alleman around the infield. And these guys are all volunteer umpires putting in the tough work here in the heat. We'll be over 100 degrees as the day wears on. How about this lefty-lefty matchup to get things started inside with that one?
3 balls, no strikes.
Scroggins, a jokester as well as a leader, and there's a strike on the corner. Bavegny thought it was ball 4. He'll have to pick up the bat.
Saw that a little bit further outside than the umpire did.
Just getting underway here. Great setting at Houghton Stadium. That is fouled, third base side. Good rip right there from Bavegny, who will pitch and also catch for this team. You've been here at the outset, coming in, first game, jitters. You'd like to take care of that first pitch and first batter to get the train rolling a little bit.
Yeah, you get on this mound, you get the cameras, you get all the crowd, the game feels a little bit faster. It's tough to throw that first strike, but you know what? He's coming back in this count, throwing 2 strikes here.
Payoff pitch is fouled off. One of the great settings for Little League Baseball here in San Bernardino, California. Mountain, Northwest, and West Region champions will be crowned, and 3 champs will head to Williamsport, Pennsylvania at the end of the week. This is Northwest Region play. 3-2 offering. Swing and a miss. He got him to chase one high, one down.
Came with the off speed there. Good little breaking ball. Got him chasing up and away. But again, got behind in the count. Came right back with strike after strike after strike and finishing him off with this slider. Beautiful.
Tough to lay off that one, and that'll bring up Connor Mueller, the coach's kid, the second baseman. Ball 1. Connor, great speed as the #2 hitter this season, has a quick bat. He had a walk-off hit in their district championship. Always special, David, being a coach's kid. Maybe you got a little bit of an advantage. It can be tough sometimes as well.
Usually tougher because you end up getting the coach to always be critical of you. You want dad-coach separation, but you know what? You know his dad loves him and wants the best for him. So a lot of times you coach your son a little harder.
There's a strike. Thomas, his dad, is the manager and the third base coach. He's a former Air Force fighter pilot. How about that?
Oh, love it.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Scroggins with the 2-1. Sailed on him a bit. Here's a look at Thomas Mueller. See the mustache there? That's one of the, the things they kind of lean on. Some superstition.
Again, great job by Gunner coming back. Bad pitch, kind of ball got away from him, and he's able to then come with a great, it looked like a changeup on that outside corner, able to finish it off. That's when you know you have a good idea of what you're doing on the mound. Bad pitch, who cares? Let it go. Make the next pitch.
Time called here. Second straight batter. He's gone to a full count, opening things up here. High with that one, and he walks Mueller. So a good AB for the coach's kid. Houghton Stadium in San Bernardino. Temperatures are going to be over 100 degrees today. This is the first of 2 games we'll have, Utah and Colorado to follow. First McDonald's from this area. I don't know if you saw the movie. Something they hang their hat on, and oranges. They grow them around this part of the country. That's fouled off.
I'm going to have to go to that McDonald's after the game.
Check in. Well, you know, we'll be talking about food a lot here, David. I mean, the snack shop down the right field line, they've got everything from snow cones to cotton candy.
No ball, 1 strike.
Kids have a great time here at the park. Swing and a miss, 0-2. What do you like from Scroggins so far?
I love his ability to be able to throw fastball and then take it off a little bit. We saw the slider for a strikeout. Now we've seen good changeups. He's throwing 3 pitches, got behind the first couple hitters, but now you're seeing him get a lot more comfortable, throwing a lot more strikes.
And this is Titan Nerland, nicknamed Titanium, bats #3 in the order.
How about that nickname? You got to step it up. You got to be a tough kid to have that nickname.
His dad, Titan's dad, was here in 1994. When his grandpa was a coach. So this is a tradition that goes back a few years in San Bernardino.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. He got him to chase that high heater. 2 down.
And that's what happens when you're able to throw multiple pitches for strikes, showing the changeup away. Then you're able to come back with a high heater. It's hard for hitters to be able to time you up and get comfortable in the box when you're able to mix up your pitches like that.
Now George Anderi, the catcher. Another lefty-lefty matchup here. That drops in there for a strike. Anderi, one of the hockey kids we talked about, only 2 years of Little League Baseball, but he's a scrappy kid. There's a toughness with those hockey guys.
Yes, and he's very proud of all of his hockey medals and awards. I'm sure they probably win plenty of them in Alaska.
He either wants to be a Red Wing or a Tiger. The hockey or the baseball route.
Whichever one works, right?
Bats left and throws right. There are a number of kids, we've looked at the rosters here, that mix it up.
Well, one thing that's perfect for out here in California for this regional, his walk-up song is California Girls.
Perfect.
Perfect.
He's taken that back a few years. We don't know if that's from mom or dad. Some of these are old school songs here. The kids have called their own.
balls, 2 strikes.
2 out, 1 on. Mueller at first base. 2-2. That's fouled off. And Derry, big Aaron Judge fan. Got him on the high fastball. A swing and a miss, and he strikes out the side. Great start for Scroggins despite walking Mueller.
What a job. Struck out the side, started a little behind the count the first couple hitters, and able to mix in sliders, changeups, fastballs. Man, getting comfortable on that mound.
I take that.
Welcome back to San Bernardino, and we're scoreless, Alaska and Idaho, as we look at the Eagle-Idaho batting order. 3 state titles last 6 years. Timely hitting has been the story for this bunch. And they hope to get off to a good start against Alaska pitcher Cam Bavegny. He's a pitcher and also a catcher, important to this squad's success.
Huge part of this success. And one thing to watch is how they use him on the mound, because there are definitely some tough rules when it comes to catching and pitching. So they're going to be very careful with how many pitches he gets to. But he's the leadoff hitter and the stud on the mound.
And one thing we will take a close look at in terms of Little League rules, you can have a courtesy runner for pitcher or catcher with 2 outs in an inning. Of course, that could come into play for Bavegny, who plays those spots almost exclusively for Alaska. So Troy Thielman to lead things off, the center fielder. Just underway here, game 1, Northwest Region play from Houghton Stadium. Another lefty-lefty matchup, and these southpaws in the spotlight here at the outset. You like the fact that Thielman is a speedster in that leadoff spot. You don't have to be big in baseball. He's 4'9", 90 pounds, and he pops that one up. Shortstop is out there. Nerland's got it, 1 down.
Some interesting stuff there from Cam. You saw his delivery. He changed it on that last pitch. He took a step on the first couple pitches, and that one he basically straight from the windup without taking a step. So watch him throughout the game. Change his timing, change his approach to each hitter. I bet when he gets to 2 strikes, he might even take a nice high leg kick, which we haven't seen yet. So he's going to change his timing. That's when you have somebody who's really comfortable as a pitcher.
Clayton Andrews now. That's inside, foul ball. So those nuances you're talking about, that can really mess up with the timing for a hitter.
Yes, that's the exact reason you do it. Screw up that timing a little bit. Allow yourself to have a little bit more, let your pitches play a little bit.
Pitcher fields his position cleanly, 2 down.
And right there, he went with the high leg kick. So that look throughout the whole game as a hitter, you're trying to time the pitcher a lot and get comfortable at the plate. And then as a pitcher, you definitely have to be able to field your position too as you get that comebacker. Great job. PFP practice worked.
You like that underhand shuttle there to first base?
That was my go-to move. I cannot throw the ball to first base. I was horrible at it.
Get a couple strides in before you kick it there?
Oh, yes. No, I got a lot of hard time from my other pitchers. The friends would give me a hard time, but I wasn't going to throw it away.
Look, 69 career saves. I don't think anybody's going to knock on your game. Michael Keck now the first baseman for Idaho. He's the leader. He sets the tone for this team.
They call him their Ohtani, the pitcher-hitter combo.
Oh, that's quite a compliment.
Yes.
You and I were just gawking at the fact they outscored teams 127-2 during districts and state. Keck's on with 2 down now.
127-2, and that's no joke. And what they described was timely hitting, tough rear, very tough defense, and great pitching. When you have a number like that, it's 127 runs. That's incredible. 2 runs as on the defensive side is incredible as well. So which means is they're able to hit the ball, but they're playing great defense and they're stopping the opponent. And that's, if you have great defense, great pitching, you're going to win a lot of games regardless.
Yeah, they run ruled everybody they played during districts. Here's River Mattson now, their extra hitter, and they said he's just a hitter. I mean, we can play him defensively, but it's about the stick with this kid. Normally, you'll see the extra hitters bottom part of the order. They've got him in the cleanup spot. Pitch outside, runner going down to second, and in there safely is Keck. Now in scoring position with 2 away.
Good read by him, seeing the ball down and away in the dirt, and took off without even thinking about it. We got our first steal of the day. As you see, when you see that ball down as a runner, you got to take off and take second base.
Heads up base running, and now Mattson an RBI opportunity. Mattson a home run hitter. Pass ball getting Keck down to second. That one is driven into the gap in right center, all the way to the fence. Keck will score. Mattson into second with a double, and Idaho on the board first.
As you see the replay here, Coach Dave Wall described him as he can smash the ball, and you see it right there, a little bit inside, pulled the hands in, drove it over the right fielder's head, just past him. That boy can swing the bat.
Whew, that was a laser. Now Braxton Lowe with an RBI chance, the left fielder. Lowe, one of the younger players, 11 years old. Don't sleep on his power is the book on him, batting 5th. And that one will head to the backstop, and moving up a base is Mattson into third.
Braxton Lowe, one of his dreams is to go to Alaska and go fishing. So this is a perfect matchup for him. Just go talk to those kids on the other, after the game. Talk to the kids in the other dugout.
Yeah, maybe not during. That's driven, a well-hit ball to right, but it's underneath. Lozano is there to make the play and end the inning. Good contact for Idaho. 1 run across thanks to Mattson's RBI double through 1 here in San Bernardino. Idaho in front, 1-0 through 1 inning here. Northwest Region opening round play. Let's take a look at the kids from Anchorage, Alaska, the Abbott O'Rabbit Little Leaguers. They've developed a pretty strong tradition of baseball up there. City profile, just under 300,000. How about the same size as Delaware, but the best line is the last line. I haven't seen many moose, but 1,500 live in that area.
That's awesome. I saw one of our friends saw a moose the other day and took a picture, and they are huge.
Massive.
You have no idea how big these things are. But that's why every day you got to watch out for them when you wake up.
Yeah, a lot of these Alaska kids into hunting and fishing and seeing great wildlife up there. Trying to bounce back after giving up a run in the first. Wes Arnold to lead things off against Gunnar Scroggins, who struck out the side in the first inning.
One thing to look for Wes Arnold, he doesn't fully tuck his belt in, so maybe we'll see that sticking out somewhere. That is his game day ritual.
You know, I'm sure you have some superstitions. Every baseball guy has them, right? Is there anyone you want let people know about? Or
when I used to sit in the dugout, I had to sit in the same spot, touch my glove in the same way, touch my hat, take water in one hand versus the other. It was very built over time, and I was a weirdo. That's it. That's all it comes down to.
Well, it seems like there are some that are just common that everybody has to have, like the chalk. You know, not stepping on the chalk, things like that, right?
That is bad luck.
Yeah,
that is 1,000% bad luck. I don't know how much kids today believe in the baseball gods, but you did not upset or take a chance with the baseball gods by stepping on the first base chalk. Outfield chalk's a little
That's like baseball 101.
Yes. First thing I taught my sons.
2-2. And a strikeout. And the tag out from the catcher Wall as Arnold is retired. That's 4 Ks now for Scroggins, off to a great start. This Alaska team, they rolled against Gastineau Channel. Rubber game. Big win, and then a big win to get the state championship. 3rd straight state title.
It's interesting how some states do it a little bit different. They did a best-of-3 series in Alaska. Won 2 out of the 3. But I love how every state's a little unique, a little different how they determine their champions.
And usually you've got one game along the way to a state championship you got to fight through. Deal with some adversity. Gus Widoff now, grounder to first. Keck has it to the bag, unassisted, 2 down. And, you know, you'd love to roll through every game you play, but you're going to have that game where are we going to find a way to get it done? And that provides that championship mentality.
Absolutely. You need those games because those games that you end up losing make you tougher. Realize it kind of recenters you. You might have a great team, but you play that tough game or you lose that game, you then recenter and get tougher after that.
Landon McKinnon now, one of the extra hitters. Again, a continuous batting order. Everybody must hit. McKinnon hitting in the bottom part of the order here. Hits that one to right. Everson is under it. And a 1-2-3 inning. Gunnar Scroggins rolling along. He has 4 strikeouts through 2 innings. 1-0 Idaho. 1-0, Idaho has the lead, bottom of the second. Northwest Region opening round. The West Valley Little Leaguers from Eagle, Idaho, just outside of Boise. This core group's been together since age 7 or 8. Great part of the country. They love their sports with Boise State nearby.
That blue turf, everybody loves it.
Here's Nolan Ullery to lead things off, the second baseman. This is a guy that breathes, eats, sleeps baseball, and he also has an interesting book choice, I understand.
Beautiful. You have to love it with the kids his age. His favorite book is I Don't Read. Mom and Dad are proud of that answer.
But he probably knows everything there is to know about baseball. So, I mean, you know, I'm sure you had that passion. I mean, the history of the game, all the nuances, the little things that make the game great.
I'm trying to remember, if I was 12, I probably would have wrote Comeback by Dave Dravecki as my favorite book. Just baseball, baseball, baseball. He also wants to get himself an indoor baseball facility. So, yes, he eats, sleeps, drinks, breathes baseball. Got to love it.
Yeah, it can get cold up there in Idaho. Sometimes you got to go indoors. Fouls that one off, 2-1. He's the coach's kid. Great hand-eye coordination for Nolan. Big Bobby Witt Jr. fan.
As you're hearing the umpire, sometimes the kids just need to be reminded. It's the same thing in the big leagues. They're telling the guys the same exact thing. That's a beautiful part. What you coach your kids here, they're still coaching in the big leagues. Stay down, keep your eye on the ball. These things don't change. You just get bigger and stronger.
3-1 is a one-hopper to the first baseman. Arnold to the bag, one down. Idaho, we talked about the run differential. They won their 3-game state championship series by a 23-1 run differential. Look at this to get it done.
This team described as scrappy, a little undersized, but man, they swing the bat. And we saw that first inning with River Matson getting that double, Michael Keck bringing in. They can swing the bat. But it's interesting when you do. Usually you don't see those type of numbers and then described as scrappy and undersized. But you know what? When you get the job done, who cares how big you are?
Matt Ullery, the manager and third base coach, looking on here as Scroggins tries to help his cause. How about his book, Who Was Babe Ruth? It's a good one.
There we go. Now we're back.
You got to like the kids that embrace the tradition of baseball because it goes back so far. I mean, so many stories to tell.
And those books are really cool, the Who Was books. Some great ones. I remember the Who Was Jackie Robinson is a great book. It's a neat little series. Easy to learn who the players are and their history of baseball.
Hitters count here for Scroggins, 3-1. What do you think? If you're a hitter here, you should see something good.
Yeah, let him swing the bat.
Good rip at that one, full count.
Yeah, especially at this age, it's only a 1-0 ball game. Let these kids swing. Don't try to get on first base by a walk in hitters counts, but that's also teaching the hitter what to swing at, what not to swing at. Great job there.
Good at bat for Scroggins. He's on. That's the second walk given up by Bavegni.
Very good eye here as 3-2 count. Letting him swing 3-1 right there, just off the plate. Good at bat.
Now Brixton Wall, the catcher. He wears 21 because all of his brothers wore 21. His brother Hudson was here in 2024 at the regional.
How neat is that? You get to see your brother here. You're probably in the stands watching the regional, hoping, dreaming that you get an opportunity, and then you're standing on this field and it's your chance.
Drives that one to center. Widoff coming in. He's got it. 2 down. Not a lot of wind to deal with. Sometimes that can be a factor here. Of course, sunshine for those outfielders. They'll have to keep an eye on the ball.
And as the day goes on with the heat, that will definitely play in. Ball will start probably traveling even more.
Here's Micah Hedberg, the shortstop. Hetty. He's a high baseball IQ guy. I love the breakdown from the coaches. Gold Glover, sneaky pop with the bat. And sometimes these guys in the bottom of the order can really be spark plugs. Fouled off. His favorite movie, Sandlot. What is it, favorite baseball movie? It's got to be one of those.
Sandlot's got to be up there. Major League. I was a big Major League fan. Bull Durham.
Bull Durham's great.
Yes. Moneyball Now. That's a wonderful movie.
Great movie. Swing and a miss. And a nice bounce back from Bavegny after giving up a walk. His first K. Southpaw stepping up here.
Yes, getting the job done. A little walk, and then being able to come back here, mix the pitches up, and get the strikeout on the outside corner of the plate.
And now there is one more game to play. Las Vegas, Nevada, and Chinese Taipei. So far, Lin Chin-su is putting on a show. Hold fair down the line. That's a triple. Fly ball to left. Chinese Taipei, champions of the Little League baseball world.
That was 2025. Who will win it this year? As we look at the last 10 champs, of course, the West has been well represented. A couple teams from Honolulu, and of course, El Segundo, George Brett's stomping grounds in California.
And even last year's championship came out of the West for the U.S. and out of Nevada, and they played right on this field in regional. So you had a lot of West Coast baseball represented, and one of these teams are trying to be that next champion.
All gets started August 19th in Williamsport. We're in San Bernardino. 3 champions will be crowned here. Northwest, West, and Mountain region champs. Idaho is off to a good start so far, leading Alaska 1-0. They got a RBI double from River Matson in the first inning, and Gunnar Scroggins has been fantastic. He'll face Bennett King now as we start the third.
So one thing we're going to be paying attention to a lot is pitch counts, and we hear us talking about it. Right now, Scroggins is at 33 pitches now. So they're going to be very careful about pitch counts.
You can see how valuable he is to this team. King is the glue guy. He can lay one down. He's effective as a small ball guy as well. Looks at that one outside. His goal to be the first dual MLB NHL player. How about that? Can you imagine?
Oh, that'd be incredible. That's a tough one. You also
How do you pull that off?
Oh, gotta be an amazing athlete. A lot of these kids could do it.
So if you did go the hockey route, what would you be, a winger? Would you a defenseman, goalie?
Well, the easy answer is always goalie, but people don't realize you have to be actually mobile to do that. So I couldn't do that. I had a slap shot and I was slow, so I'm a defenseman.
So there's a swing and a miss, and King strikes out. That is 5 Ks now for Scroggins. So what would be the equivalent of a closer in hockey? I guess that would be the question as you look at Scroggins right here.
See Scroggins here with another strikeout, 5 strikeouts. Like I said, he has used all of his pitches. We've seen a fastball up, slider, changeup on multiple strikeouts. You know, we talked about before the game, he's able to mix up all of his pitches, and we're seeing it now. And we're seeing how tough it is to face a guy like this.
Saw his line there. He has been fantastic. Gave up the walk to Mueller in the first inning. Now facing Reed Homerding, one of the extra hitters.
You go, bud. Attacking fastballs.
Going with the number 0. That is always an interesting one. Got to be fast if you're the number 0.
Yeah, that means you got some confidence in your game. He has been nicknamed Mr. Little League. He just loves the game of baseball. Fouls that one back.
I love this. Favorite baseball player, Pete Crow Armstrong. Favorite athlete, Pete Crow Armstrong. Team Cubs. Yes, another Cubs fan growing up. I was a huge Cubs fan growing up, so I feel it, Reed.
MVP maybe?
Yeah. I think there's a chance. And defensively, he's one of the best players in the league. Offensively, he's getting it done. God, he's a good player. I went to Chicago over the summer and got to see him play. He is an incredible player.
Just missing off the plate with that one, Scroggins. Full count.
Really good pitch by Scroggins. Trying to expand the zone outside, trying to get Reed to go out there and chase. Just off the plate.
Fights that one off. Homerding's favorite subject in school, lunch.
Oh. But he wants to be an engineer.
You got to eat. You got to. 3-2. Strike called on the inside corner. 6 Ks for Scroggins. Couple Ks here in the 3rd inning.
Fastball on that inside corner. Again, we saw him going away with some changeups, and then you get that freeze on that inside corner of the plate. Oh, catcher does the incredible job behind the plate and just holding it there, letting the umpire get a good look at it. Keeps punching tickets.
Swing and a miss, Keaton Perkins. How about that pitcher-catcher relationship? Wall framing it, and you guys, at this age, to be on the same page, the communication's so important.
Without a doubt, you have to have a great relationship, and that's one of the things we talked about, these teams growing up together, playing together so much, that relationship between a pitcher and a catcher. This is how you get it done. This is why you get outings like this, by having relationships. It's not just a pitcher having great stuff, it's a catcher knowing what to throw with them.
Scroggins a chance to strike out the side again. That's a looper. First baseman has it, Keck. And another 1-2-3 inning. Gunnar Scroggins is on his game on the mound. His team in front, 1-0. 1-0 Idaho in front of Alaska, Northwest Region, game number 1. Little League Baseball Regionals continue with Little League Around the Bases, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Our whip-around coverage of every region, hosted by Matt Schick and Mike Rooney on Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 9 Eastern, streaming live on ESPN+. Get your sandwiches, snacks ready. Just coming up around the corner, and we've got a pitching change here as the starting pitcher, Cam Bavegny, will now be behind the plate catching, and George Anderi pitching. So a right-hander getting the call here as they try to mix things up. Jackson Wilhite to lead things off for Idaho. So you see a left-hander for a couple innings. Now you get to look at a right-hander. Here's number 64.
And that's one of the things with this catcher-pitcher combination that's so important in Little League.
And Jackson Wilhite lines out right at Arnold, the first baseman, 1 down.
To be aware of, you know, you don't want the pitcher going too much. You can't have the catcher going too much either. So it's really tough to move guys around. You have to be aware of it, and that's one of the struggles, and that's what makes these coaches so good, is being able to see that.
Everson laying the bunt down. The throw by Anderi, not in time. Graham Everson is on with a bunt single.
Getting it done. Getting perfect bunt down that left field side, or the left side of the infield, and beating it out. Love it. There's something to be said to be able to play small ball and get on base, especially with this offense that can score a lot of runs. If you're able to get guys on base like this, then let the big boys come up and get them in.
1 out, 1 on now. Oliver Wilhite, one of their extra hitters. Fastball's high and tight for ball 1. Couple other changes defensively. Peterson is in right field for Lozano, and McKinnon now playing left field in for King, and they switched the battery around. We talked about that. We saw Oliver's brother, Jackson, line out to first base in this inning. That one is high and tight, 3-0. His twin brother, Jackson, and Oliver, key pieces for this team. And he looks at ball 4, he's on. So a couple runners aboard, something cooking here for Idaho.
Yes, we've seen them have some guys on base, get the runners in. Now we're seeing this inning come up. And one thing they talked about, too, is they have a full lineup, top to bottom. This whole team can swing the bat. We know they put up the runs, but, you know, one of their mottos, too, is fly together. And so they are getting it done now, even the bottom of the lineup.
And it brings up Dino. Dean Stockard, the last hitter in this continuous batting order, trying to turn it over. They love the fact he is coachable, a great teammate. Fouls that one off. Oldest of 3 kids.
How about this? Favorite player, Mickey Mantle.
Oh, man.
That's a good one. You know he knows his baseball. He says he loves baseball, loves the game. That's when you know you got a baseball player.
Liner knocked down by the first baseman. Arnold only play at the bag at first. The runners will move up to second and third. Nice play, though, by Arnold to keep the ball in front of him.
Great play. Almost was able to pick it out of the dirt, but got in front of it, pushed it down in the dirt, and got the out right in front of him. That's what you want as a pitcher. Get that out. Now you have 2 outs. You can get out of this inning without getting hurt.
That was also a good at-bat for Stockard. It sets up the top of the order. Troy Thielman with runners in scoring position. He popped up to the shortstop first time up. Anderi in relief, trying to get out of the jam here. If Thielman puts it in play, he can really run. Tough guy to get out.
Described as speedster and the height man. You always need a good height man.
3-0 is high. He draws the walk, so that loads him up. Second walk in the inning given up by Anderi. Now here's a golden opportunity for Clayton Andrews. Contact hitter. And now the pitcher and catcher are going to get together and chat here.
Smart job by the catcher, seeing when your pitcher is struggling a little bit. Obviously, being a pitcher, this helps out. You kind of notice that. You walk the bases loaded. Hey, you let them know, one ball, one pitch, you're out of this. It's no big deal. You've been here before. A lot of people see the cameras and see the more fans in the bigger stadium and think things are different. It's not. It's the same game, and I hope that's what he's telling them right now. Take a breath, just make a pitch.
Man, you got to be on the same page as an infield here. You've got a chance to go home if it's the easier play, but Andrews has a chance to extend this lead for Idaho. Strike on the corner. Boy, that first strike pitch, so important in this situation.
Huge, especially after the walk, and that was some heat too, man. He reached back, threw a real good pitch down and in, but man, that first pitch is so important, especially when you've been getting behind and had a little struggle.
The 0-1, fouled off. Now, you've been in this spot. You're up 0-2, but bases loaded. You want to get him to chase something, but you don't want to be too far outside of the zone with the catcher obviously so important in this spot.
You got two pitches here. What you're looking for is strikeout on two pitches. You know,
inside with that one.
Almost got the hitter and almost got the strike at the same time. But yeah, you're using this next pitch as a strikeout pitch. You're going for it. At least I would be. That's probably why I walked a lot of guys.
Big spot right here in a 1-0 game. That's driven to center. Wit off, the center fielder can't get there. 2-run score. Thielman comes across. Andrews drives in 3, and they break it open. 4-0 Idaho.
Andrews gets it done. Bases loaded. You want this opportunity. Inside fastball, got the hands to it, and nice fly ball just in front of the center fielder. I think he misread it just a little bit, but man, what a start for this Idaho offense.
How about a bases clearing double for Clayton Andrews? And the top of their order has delivered. 4 runs on 3 hits now.
Anderi, one of the big arms for Alaska. He's been in these situations, knows how to pitch. Obviously not how you want to get it started with this, giving up the 3 runs. But again, he knows how to pitch, and that's what you got to tell him as a coach. Hey, this isn't your first time doing this. Relax, take a breath. We got the offense to be able to score. Now just get comfortable and keep throwing strikes.
And Idaho has had good at-bats for the most part. Michael Keck walked and scored his first time up. They've been patient when they've needed to be, but they've done hit some lasers out there as well.
No, without a doubt. You know, Andrews, you know, Matson had a nice double earlier, so they can swing it. They can hit the ball hard.
Strike call. This guy, Mikey Keck, he had a 3 home run game this year.
He had 27 home runs in his regular Little League season. That's pretty good. I understand the Ohtani reference now.
Had a good rip at that one, 1-2.
Swings like it. It does look like a right-handed Ohtani swing.
He hit a home run at State in honor of his grandfather who passed away recently, one of those home runs. Big spot here, chance to drive in another one. Laid off of that one. Did he offer on it? He went, according to the first base umpire, Domain Forte, and that will end the inning. But 3 runs across for Idaho. The big at-bat for Clayton Andrews, breaking open a close game. We're through 3, 4-0 Idaho.
As we're coming back here to the regional, watching Gunnar Scroggins, absolutely electric today. Strike thrower, you see him here, 6 strikeouts so far. And the beautiful part is it's with every little pitch, fastballs, sliders, see changeup right there. He is mixing it up, getting ahead and getting the strikeouts.
And here's our game track as we move into the 4th inning. Struck out the side in the 1st inning. The big 3-run double from Clayton Andrews, giving Scroggins a little breathing room. He doesn't need a lot of breathing room the way he's pitching right now.
No, they do not. This pitching staff and this defense don't need a ton, but you know what? They are getting those runs. A 4-0 lead will help him a lot. But man, I don't know if the way he's pitching, I don't know if you need one run on the board is good enough.
He's only walked 1. That was Mueller back in the 1st inning. Set him down in order in the last frame. It'll be the bottom part of the order for the kids from Anchorage. Federico Lozano to lead things off, then Leo Peterson. Last 2 hitters in the order. We're at Houghton Stadium, site of the Northwest, West, and Mountain regions. This is game number 1 in the Northwest. Champion will be crowned at the end of the week. They will head to Williamsport as Lozano fouls off the first pitch out of play. A change defensively. Stockard is now catching for Wall behind the dish. Actually, Wall's still out there, looks like. That's driven foul down the left field line.
Lozano trying to get the first hit for Alaska. Only 3 guys even put the ball in play. Scroggins has done an incredible job keeping these hitters off balance all day.
Lozano's dream, Major League Baseball, or work for NASA. How about that? Maybe both?
Go for it, man. Be an astronaut. You got an off season. Get that workout up in at the space station. You can do this.
Work on build a batting cage up there in space. Be the first. There's a foul off to the first base side. I might have spoke out of turn there with gravity and everything. That is pulled foul. Dean Stocker, by the way, is in the field. He's at second base for Ullery. We originally thought he was a catcher, but Wall is still a catcher. Stockard at second base now. Full count.
Great at bat here for Lozano. We really haven't seen it much from this Alaska offense, but man, he's calm, throwing a strike, foul ball. Then he's taking a ball. So I love it. Working the count, getting that pitch count up too.
Pitch number 55, swing and a miss. 7 Ks for the southpaw.
It doesn't stop. This guy keeps pumping strikes. Again, he's able to throw multiple pitches, through an off-swing pitch down the dirt the pitch before, and then come right back with a fastball away. And even when a hitter is calm, patient at the plate, sometimes they try to go chase, and he went for that one.
He's in a groove right now, as he'll face Leo Peterson, one of the extra hitters. How big does the strike zone look? Because I know you've been there many times. When you're in a groove like that?
Oh, it looks like you can't miss. There's nothing you can do, especially when you're throwing 3 strikes like this. You know, that fastball away, you're like, yep, that's a strike, even though it's a foot off the plate. But as a hitter, too, that plate feels like it gets open, and it's hard to hit when you have a guy like this at the plate.
0-2. Peterson can't catch up with that fastball. Again, we're keeping an eye on the pitch count. 57 now. Grounder to third. Andrews. Got him. 2 down. All right, let's take a look at pitching eligibility in Little League Baseball. As he's approaching 60 now here in the 4th inning. 6 innings regulation, Little League. And Scroggins an ace, an important piece for this West Valley Little League bunch. You get to 66, you must observe 4 days rest.
So for sure right now he's at the 3. Has to have 3 days rest after this. So you have to be very careful. And you're right, you know what? And they are very careful with him.
They take him out, so he'll observe 3 days rest because he threw 58 pitches. So they preserve that day with this 4-0 lead. What an effort from Gunnar Scroggins. 7 strikeouts, and he leaves with a 4-0 lead. Pitching change, we'll take a break at Houghton Stadium in San Bernardino. The kids from Eagle, Idaho in front. Clayton Andrews in relief now for West Valley Little League. What an effort from Gunnar Scroggins as the starter to put his team in great shape to win Game 1 of this Northwest region.
Exactly what you want if you're Idaho and your West Valley Little League. Gunnar Scroggins, 7 strikeouts, 3 2/3 innings pitch, 58 pitches, preserving that 1 day where he'd be able to come back and maybe throw in a championship game. He will have to take 3 days off, but man, he absolutely dominated this game.
And now they're going to count on Clayton Andrews, 5'7" right-hander, to keep this game in check. Throws right, bats left. He's already delivered a big 3-run double with the stick. And now he'll face the top of the order, Cam Bavegni. Strike 1. Big spot here. The mindset of a reliever here in the 4th inning. You got to come in. Obviously, with the bases clear, that's a bit of an advantage.
Absolutely. And then when you have a pitcher, a left-hander like Gunnar Scroggins, what he did, that's the best advantage, how he pitched. It allows you to just be comfortable and throw strikes. You already have the hitters off balance. They're already up there not wanting to hit because it's been so tough. Man, that's the easiest one to come into.
Bevegny struck out his first time up. That one sails from Andrews. Oliver Wilhite's now playing third base. That's where Andrews was to start the game. Misses with that one, 3-1. Alaska looking for a spark. They've got one of their top players at the plate right now. And he's on. So a couple walks given up in this game, one by Scroggins and now one by Andrews.
And that's it. That's the only 2 runners so far Alaska has had, obviously trying to get going with a 2-out rally. You know they're a tough bunch. You know they're a team when their backs against the wall, this is when they do their best. And that goldfish mentality that will be huge here after facing a pitcher like Scroggins. Forget about it. New start right now.
Now Connor Mueller, ball 1. The one thing Alaska has been this year is a great team hitting with 2 outs. Connor, a quick bat. He's a Cubs fan. And we haven't talked about food much. We will, I'm sure, as the day wears on. But his go-to is ribeye steak, which I don't think you can go wrong with that.
Why are you telling me that? Now I'm hungry. Now it's only 10 o'clock.
It's only begun. It's only begun. We've got some other food items to get to. 6 straight balls now and make it 7 straight as Andrew's having a tough time locating the zone.
You come in the situations, again, it's always tough. Remember, every kid, even though they've been playing, this is the first time pitching in this situation. It's tough to come in and get comfortable.
Gets a strike right there.
So when the first pitch is out of him, it didn't look like he was guiding it in there. It looked like he just kind of let it go. You have to be comfortable. Don't try to hope for strikes. Just throw it through your catcher.
Just missed off the edge there. Back-to-back walks. Well, this gives Alaska some life here at the top of the order, as that'll bring up Titan Nerland.
Mueller's done well. Couple of tough at-bats, couple walks. Really has provided the offense so far for Alaska. But Titan, like we said, one of the tougher kids on this entire team, up at the plate with an opportunity here to step up and come through for Alaska.
Big Bo Jackson and Julio Rodriguez fan. He loves the M's. Oh, I had to duck down from that one. He's the youngest of 4 kids, Titan. Playing shortstop, he can also pitch for him. Here's a 1-0. Foul back. Again, trying to deliver with 2 outs. Can they manufacture something here and get on the board? Took something off that one.
Just missing, and that's a thing here with Clayton Andrews. A lot of these pitches aren't bad. They're really just a little off the plate. Like, he's not missing by a whole lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him start locking in a little bit.
Fastball's high, 3-1, again falling behind. And credit the patience from these Alaska hitters here.
Oh, without a doubt. Up there being patient, working these counts, like you said, they do their best work with 2 outs. Now you're seeing it right now.
Swing and a miss. Boy, that was a big fastball right there. Nerlin went after it. Andrews deals. Liner, base hit to right. Bavegny rounding third, coming home, throw to the plate, not in time, and Alaska's on the board, and runners are going to move up, throw to third, not in time. Nerlin delivers, it's 4-1.
You said it perfect. What a patient job by these Alaska hitters. Great at bats. They have been tough, these last couple hitters, and now he takes that ball down and just flares it into right field perfect, and it holds up just enough too for the right fielder not be able to make the throw home, and Alaska's on the board.
Titanium delivering, and they've got a chance now to continue this inning and put some more runs on the board. Their first hit of the game, a big one.
And yes, something to, again, talk about the pitching rules, having to take out your starter who's been dominating 7 strikeouts over these 3 2/3 innings, and then you remove him from the game, and immediately Alaska kind of gets a rally going. And that is what Little League's all about. It's tough. It's hard to manage that sort of stuff.
George Anderi now representing the tying run here in the 4th inning.
Trying to help his own cause now. It's his ball game.
Oh, and 2. Despite the slow start from Andrews, he can get a K here. He'll feel much better with his team still up 3. Tapper. Andrews to first. In time. Nice play defensively by the pitcher.
Another great job by pitcher here. Well, PFP is getting that ground ball and getting the out to first base, and really helping himself out with Andrews. This is an important job as a pitcher, being able to get these plays done and get yourself out of innings.
Alaska challenging that call on the field, which was out at first base. That looked like it would end that last half inning. Let's take a look at this.
Ooh, very close. From up here in the booth, it looked like it was out. Like, it looked clear out. But man, that is a very close play again. Andrews fielding in position, taking his time, getting that throw over there. But man, that is a close play.
And Anderi trying to leg that one out, hoping this challenge overturns the call on the field. Volunteer umpires here. Greg Anderman, our home plate umpire. Domain Forte is the first base ump over there. And we're going to get the confirmation here momentarily. Boy, that was closer than I thought.
Yes.
When we looked at it frame by frame there.
And that's what these replays are for. This is the beautiful part about this, being able to look at that and get the call right on the field.
And out is the call. So the call on the field stands. Good play by the pitcher. Again, pitchers fielding their position very well so far.
Yes, we've seen it a couple different times. And in a tough situation like that with a couple guys on base, you've struggled a little bit. You gave up the first run and the first hit of the game for your team. That's when it comes in. I know a lot of people don't talk about PFBs as much as they did in the past. It used to be a huge part of the game. But, man, every one of those outs matters so much.
Want your child to experience the teamwork and fun of Little League baseball or softball? Visit playlittleleague.org. Enter your address to find a Little League community program near you. Fielding the position, and, you know, pitchers, it's awkward at times.
Oh, absolutely, especially for a right-handed pitcher who's finishing off to the first base side. You kind of see him little catch it for a second there and a little pause, and then you have to think quick and react, and it's one of the tougher plays as a pitcher, and especially when you're focused on just trying to get it out.
Nice job by Andrews as just one run comes across for Alaska in the top half of the fourth. And now River Mattson, one of the stars with the bat. He had an RBI double his first time up. A professional hitter. When you look at, obviously a little leaguer, but the way he swings it, he's got that professional attitude out there.
Yes, and he is all over the plate too. Look at that back leg. It's an interesting little stance. He's on the plate with his back leg and a little bit open with his front, so allows him to open up but stay through the ball too.
He wears 25 because that was Barry Bonds' number.
Love it. And that is a professional hitter, yes.
0-2, swing and a miss. So Anderi does his job setting down the cleanup hitter.
And Anderi being the base runner, the hitter of that review call too. So a lot of times it's sitting there, you're waiting for the review, it's a little tough, and then you're having to go out there and pitch. But man, he's come together a little bit and got a huge out with Mattson.
Idaho picking up 3 runs in the third thanks to a Clayton Andrews double as Braxton Lowe hits that one down the line. Makes the big turn and holds on with a 1-out single.
Good job of hitting here by Braxton Lowe as we see the replay. Ball right over the plate, turning on it down the line. Again, one thing you got to see too is the left fielder, good job getting that ball, getting it in, holding him only to a base hit.
That's Reed Homerding now playing left field. And now Nolan Ullery, who grounded out his first time up. Lozano's back in right, by the way, as they've made some switches defensively. Four hits now for Idaho. You know, and even in the second, they had a base runner, so they have been putting people out there and moving around the bases. And they appear to have that ability. They can break out at any moment.
Yes, they're always causing a little bit of havoc. Guys on base, always doing a little something.
In at the corner at third, Perkins, as that one's on the corner for a strike. All right, you could play some small ball here, up 3 runs. Get that runner down to second. Now a hitter's count 3-1. And that's ball 4. Good at bat for Nolan Ullery. He's on for the first time. That's the third walk given up by Anderi in relief. Remember, 6 innings, regulation, Little League Baseball. This could be important to get some insurance here if you're the Eagle Idaho kids. Gunnar Scroggins at the plate.
Gunnar, obviously the starting pitcher today. We talked about him a lot because he has been the stud of the game so far. 7 strikeouts, 3 2/3 innings pitched.
He also is a jokester. Keeps things light. Matt Ullery, the third base coach, the manager, is a couple runners out there for Idaho. Up the middle, base hit. Low rounds third. They wave him home. It's 5-1.
Great job of hitting here by Gunnar Scroggins. Right up the middle, right through the pitcher's wickets. Almost got him, got out of the way. And taking another run up, put that on the board.
And there is no let up in this lineup. I mean, the bottom part of the order has delivered. Here's Scroggins. And now we're going to have a pitching change. That will be it for Anderi. So first Bavegny, then Anderi. And a pitching change when we come back for Alaska. Idaho adding to their lead, up 4 in the 4th. Want your child to experience the teamwork and fun of Little League Baseball or softball? Visit PlayLittleLeague.org. Enter your address to find a Little League community program near you. Idaho has scored in 3 of the 4 innings. They have a 5-1 lead now, and a new pitcher, Titan Nerlin, will get the call in for Anderi, who's now playing center field. So a different look, hoping to quiet things down here as Idaho putting together potentially a big inning.
Trying to find that right matchup against this Idaho offense, which up and down loves the big situations. One thing they talked about too is they get better and they show up when the lights are on, when the games are brighter, when it's tougher, and they're doing it right now.
Mueller's now playing short. King's at second defensively. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. Throw down to the shortstop for the force play. Arnold to Mueller to get out number 2.
Good play there by Arnold. Good job going to his right, getting the throw, and Mueller hustling, coming across fast and getting that out second base. Great job by this defense being able to make that decision. This is tough as a first baseman. You want to go to first, but you know what? Let the ball take him to second base and got the out. Good job.
Now Micah Hedberg with runners on the corners. Well, that's a sound fundamental team. I mean, obviously you go through those drills, and it's a well-coached team there.
Yes, you have to be, because those are not easy to practice. They're not easy to work on. You don't get a lot of those situations in the games. But, man, being able to do it in this situation is when it matters the most. Good job.
And it potentially takes a big inning off the board. Hedberg an opportunity here. 5 runs on 5 hits for Idaho. 1 run, 1 hit for Alaska. And that's ball 4. So the bases are loaded. And a big spot for one of the Wilhite twins. Jackson is up there. Boy, that 6th run would be a big one here, David. If they could get it in the 4th.
Again, you'll take any run you can get a little separation. Again, this is a tough offense to face. They can beat you in a lot of different ways, small ball and get these big hits. We've seen it. We've seen a little bit of everything out of Idaho so far.
Jackson lined out his first time up. Here's the 1-1. Oh, it hit him. He'll pick up the RBI at 6-1.
Those hurt. That's right in the back, right. That is not the best spot. You hear the coach just trying to.
Time's out. Bring him over here. He says his arm hurts too.
So it appears we have a pitching change coming for Abbott O'Rabbit. Good to see Jackson Wilhite okay down at first base after he was hit by the pitch. And it's a 6-1 game now in the 4th inning. We'll take a break. Pitching change for Alaska when we come back.
All right, last pitch.
Right-hander Landon McKinnon, the 4th pitcher for the Anchorage, Alaska kids. He comes in for Nerland.
Better.
Athletic, big arm, and he says pitching is the best thing about Little League.
Oh, you have to love it. Absolutely the best thing. Getting up there, and you have to love these type of situations too. This isn't easy to come in, especially after a pitcher wasn't feeling good, arm not feeling great, bases loaded. Man, an opportunity to help your team right here. Step up.
Mueller's now playing second base. And Perkins, Titan is over there at in for Perkins at 3rd. So Nerland at 3rd base after pitching as they make some more changes defensively. And you've got to be interchangeable in Little League Baseball. You need to be able to play multiple positions, and Alaska has shown that here today.
Yes, these are the things you have to do. And this is the beautiful part about these teams. These kids can play every different type of position. They all pitch. They're all interchangeable. And you know what? That's how you get to this point, is by having kids that can play baseball anywhere.
Graham Everson trying to help out his team, already up by 5. Right back up the middle, base hit. And the ball is bobbled by the center fielder, and another run's going to come across. Wall scores. And also Mueller, it's 8-1.
Right back up the middle by Emerson. You see this ball. Great job of hitting and just letting the ball do its work, driving it right past the pitcher. Again, this Idaho offense, we talked about 127 runs in their state, in their district playoffs, and now they're adding more to it.
And now Oliver Wilhite with 2 down. Now we're in the bottom of the 4th. This could bring the 10-run rule into effect here. Representing that 11th run is Wilhite at the plate. That would give them the 10-run advantage. And that'll bounce away from the catcher. And a run comes across. It's 9-1. Wilhite scores. And Everson moves up to third base.
This is what good teams do to you. They add pressure. They're constantly seeing the ball and making you make plays. That ball wasn't far away from the catcher either. And you know what? You score on it, and that's just tougher and tougher and tougher as a defense and as a pitching staff.
A 5-run 4th for Idaho. Showing how good they can be with the bats. They've done it all season long. 2-1 now. "17 pitches with 2 outs in this inning, and Idaho putting it together here. Three and 1.
Three balls, one strike.
That's hit hard to left. Holmerding is under it and makes the catch to end the inning, but a big inning for the kids from Eagle, Idaho. 5 across. They now lead it 9-1. Northwest Region, game number 1. Two big innings for the kids from West Valley Little League and Eagle, Idaho. The 3-run 3rd and then 5 in the 4th. Idaho trying to win game 1 of the Northwest Region. As we take a closer look at the bracket here in San Bernardino, double elimination. Oregon and Washington today in Northwest Region play. On ESPN Tuesday and Wednesday, a 1-0 game and an elimination game. Then the championship, the winner will head to Williamsport, Pennsylvania after that game on Thursday. Idaho showing why they are so dynamic with the bats. They've gotten excellent pitching as well from Scroggins and Andrews. Clayton Andrews continues on in relief, facing Wes Arnold now. We mentioned scrappy bunch, these Alaska kids. Many of them with a hockey background. Arnold, one of those. Big Philadelphia Flyers fan. Jackson Wilhite is now playing left field. Gunnar Scroggins is in right. And Dean Stockard behind the dish. Andrews, a slow start in the fourth, but settled things down. Trying to get off to a quick start here in the fifth inning.
One thing you always love as a pitcher is when your offense goes out there and scores. Makes it so much easier to get back on that mound, especially when you're struggling a little bit, struggling for strikes. It's easier to get on that mound and pitch when your team puts up 5 runs.
I bet you cheered for some crooked numbers when you were watching, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So there's a swing and a miss. That's the first strikeout for Andrews. I mean, you know, sometimes those innings can take a while, but you'll take the 6-7 runs if you can get them.
Yes, exactly. And I know Andrews is 11 at 2, and you see him getting this strikeout, first strikeout for him. Obviously, we've seen a ton for this Idaho staff. But yeah, you love the crooked numbers, but you don't want the inning to go too long. So it's like score 8 runs in like 5 minutes. Just give me some breath and let me get right back out there. Don't take it half an hour.
That's spoken like a pitcher.
Just selfish.
The hitters are like, we want to be out. We want to stay out here. Here's Gus Widoft. By the way, Gus's grandpa played baseball at UCLA.
Not far away. What is it, about 60 miles?
Yeah, but you know, it's time spent traveling. It's not necessarily the mileage in Southern California.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 hours.
Depending on the day.
How about this for Widoff? Loves investing in Bitcoin. I didn't know they allowed accounts.
Wow.
Good for him. Already knowing about investing.
Yeah, he speaks German. His mom was a gymnast at Boise State. He's got a lot of things that stand out. And he draws a walk here. He's on. Third walk given up in relief for Andrews. But now with that 8-run cushion, what are you telling number 23 here?
Telling him right now, you got to go up there and just throw strikes, relax, breathe. Again, we talk about that a lot, but it's really important to understand you don't have to do everything. You don't have to go up there and be the greatest pitcher of all time. Just find your catcher, forget about the hitter, forget about everything else, and throw it like a bullpen. Because you just see him sometimes just kind of pushing the ball a little bit. Like that a little bit. Just kind of pushing it out there. Just find your catcher and just like treat it as if you're back home in Idaho and you're in Boise and you're just throwing to your catcher.
There's a strike on the corner. Find your happy place, I guess.
Find your happy place. That pitch works. Just keep throwing that. Maybe the key is your hat has to fall off every pitch. And now you're locked in. Let's go.
Landon McKinnon with 1 out batting. That's outside. That gets away to the backstop. Wild pitch there moves up Widoff to second.
That didn't fall off. That's the key.
Alaska's only run coming in the 4th. They have just 1 hit. That was a Nerland RBI single. Full count. What about the phrase pitching to contact?
Yes.
Is that overused?
No, absolutely not. It needs to be used more, especially in Major League Baseball. And here, I know they know that term.
And a big swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2. Or you can just strike him out.
Strike him out. And I think Andrews thought this was the 3rd out of the inning, but you can see when he connects, when his stuff is on, man, he is tough to hit.
And good velocity on that last one. Matt Ullery, the manager, Eric Everson, Dave Wall, the coaches, and that'll be it for Andrews.
Another one of those things to be very careful of how many pitches he threw right and how many days he'll have to have off. So you're always aware of those pitch counts at this level.
37, and he leaves. And they're going to bring in River Mattson, who has already made a difference with his bat. We'll take a break. Pitching change with Idaho in front, 9-1. Game 1, Northwest Region on the road to Williamsport, Pennsylvania. We're in San Bernardino, Idaho. Some big innings. 9 runs, 6 hits. They have a comfortable advantage here in the 5th as they make a pitching change, bringing in River Mattson to replace Andrews. Scroggins, Andrews, and now Mattson. This is a guy that's known for his hitting, and they're just looking for some strikes here with this big lead.
Absolutely. When you have a lead like this and your offense has been doing what they're doing, just go out there, and you said it earlier, pitch the contact, throw some strikes, and this dude can do it with the bat. Let's see what he can do on the mound.
Bats left, throws right. A big man that annihilates baseballs. Let's see how he does on the mound here with Bennett King at the plate. Starts him off with a fastball. That bounces away from the catcher. Moving up a base is Widoff. He's now at 3rd.
See Mattson with a really high arm slot. Not a whole lot of using his legs, but that high arm slot, that will be tough if he gets it in the zone to hit, man. That is a very tough type of arm slot to hit.
King struck out his first time up. Ooh, that's inside. Bennett has been a valuable player, has been an outfielder, catcher, and second baseman. That one skips away from the catcher to the backstop, and that's going to score a run. Widoff comes in. It's now a 9-2 game.
Great job by the runner, Widoff, seeing the ball down and just taking off from third base. That's really important as a runner, is watch the path of the ball. Don't just watch the catcher. Watch the path of the ball and anticipate it getting away.
And it's ball 3. King thought that was ball 4. He'll have to head back to home plate.
Here's Mattson. You watch the lineup, not a whole lot of legs, but right over top. Again, that's a high arm slot with a big kid. That ball will be coming down at you as a hitter. It is tough to keep that ball off the ground. Gets a lot of ground balls, I'm sure.
Right down Broadway with that pitch. Trying to get out of the frame. Rivers offering. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Matson comes in. And no further damage. 1 run across for Alaska. Still a 7-run cushion for Idaho. 5th inning at Houghton Stadium.
Welcome to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and a slice of sports paradise. Hammered, gone!
Up and out of Williamsport.
Are you kidding me? Lay out like a superhero.
Great baseball ahead. Here we go.
Little League World Series, great time of the year. It all starts on August 19th in the Keystone State. We're going to have 3 champions coming out of Houghton Stadium in San Bernardino, the West, the Northwest, and the Mountain regions. This is Northwest Region play game number 1. It's been Idaho. Their bats have been the story, and excellent pitching as well. 9 runs on 6 hits and a 7-run lead as we move to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Continuing on in relief is Landon McKinnon for the Anchorage, Alaska kids from Abbott O'Rabbit Little League. Couple switches defensively. Whittoft is now in center and Peterson's in right as you look at Dean Stockard. Leading things off, the last hitter in the continuous batting order.
Loves collecting baseball cards and baseball gloves. That's become a new thing, these customized baseball gloves. There's some really neat ones.
There's a 1 hopper to the second baseman, and Mueller's there in time. 1 away. I collected cards as a kid. I'm sure you got into that stuff, right?
Oh, absolutely. Who didn't in our generation? And now it's a new generation collecting cards, too. I love it. It's how it's continued. You know, my dad collected cards. I collected cards. Kids these days now love it.
You have a favorite?
Ryan Sandberg rookie card. I saved up so much. I worked so hard for that. 83 Ryan Sandberg.
That's a good one. Troy Thielman now top of the order. He walked and scored in the 3rd. You know, some of the off the beaten path cards are fun too. Like I don't know, the Greg Minton 1978 Giants card. There's a liner into left center. Thielman's on his way, and he's in there with a 1-out double. Good piece of hitting from Troy Thielman.
And some speed. Man, he can move. We hadn't really had an opportunity to see that yet today. But, man, Troy is moving. You see him hit this ball, flare it out there to left center field, and just get on his horse. That ball easily could have been just a base hit, but, man, he made it in easy. Slid just to get his pants dirty. I like it.
Clayton Andrews now already has a 3-run double. Well, the top of the order's been fantastic. Everybody getting on base. Top 5 hitters. It's inside to Andrews. Contact hitter. As you look at Thielman.
Think now on this lineup, the last hitter, Dean Stockard, is the only one to not get on base yet.
Well, we mentioned 127 to 2 run differential in the run to the state championship, and 9 to 2 in this one. They've got a duck mascot that leads them as well, named Launchpad, that is a spark plug.
I mean,
whatever works.
Who doesn't have a duck mascot in your, in your dugout? We'll see if that made the trip, but that's something they love talking about. That motto of fly together definitely plays into that.
There it is.
There it is. You have to love it. These teams with those little things that make you unique and I feel like that's the reason you're winning baseball games. Had nothing to do with the pitching and the hitting, it's the duck.
Don't mess with a good thing. Full count to Andrews, looking for another RBI. Grounder, first baseman. Not in time, beating out the infield single is Andrews. Runners on the corners.
This is that speed, how it plays so much at this level. A little ground ball to first base. Pitcher has to get over and cover. But when you hesitate and you have somebody running that fast, you're going to be safe all day long. As a pitcher, can't hesitate. That's especially one of those things you talk about in the big leagues all the time. Get over, cover first. But this is where you have to learn it.
Now Michael Keck, who has been their top player this season, has a chance with a couple runners out there. And he represents the winning run now at the plate. He could bring the 10-run rule into effect here in the 5th inning. And we mentioned he's a home run hitter, big time.
Look for him to take a couple swings like he's trying to end it too.
Runners at second and third now, with Andrews now at second base.
We talked about he had 3 home runs in one game, 27 in his regular Little League season. This year, that's amazing.
Hammers it down the line. Foul ball. That would have scored a couple.
See him get out a little bit out in front on it, turn on it, just off the end of the bat a little too much. See if he can square it up this time. And I love how the coaches describe him as the life of the party.
You got to embrace that, don't you?
Yeah, that's the problem. You end up embracing it. People love being around those guys. And you know what? He's a great ball player. Seems like he has a great head on his shoulder. And they also describe him as the leader. So having fun, but in leading, that means he's a ball player and he knows what he's doing.
A little hydration break there for the catcher. It's hot out there. Vivegny getting some water as we're around the century mark here in San Bernardino. That's upstairs, 3-1. Now Keck has to be thinking here, this is a great spot for me.
You know what? These kids are all really well coached, so they know what pitch they want to hit in this type of situation. That's what you tell them as a third base coach. Get your pitch.
Big swing and a miss. Swinging for the fences there, full count.
I think that was his pitch. That was it right there. Hey, it's okay. Every now and then Ohtani misses one too.
Keck has walked and struck out so far, and he looks at a strike on the corner. Big pitch from McKinnon to get the second out.
Huge pitch, perfectly spotted, down and away. Catcher did a good job of locking that in too. You see Keck not happy about missing it, but man, this is a perfect pitch. I don't care what league you play in, that's plays.
Now we've got a break here. It looks like another water break. The temperature right now, unofficially, 91 degrees. We're headed for 101 today in San Bernardino, and they break out the water here for the guys on defense.
I think especially these two teams, this Northwest region, this is the one to watch out for. They're not used to this type of heat. A lot of the other regions are a little bit more used to this. So, you know, give the kids a moment. I love it. I think that was a Gatorade on his head.
You could do that too.
That's okay, that works.
So here you go. This, for you being from Phoenix, this isn't hot, right? You're under the century mark.
This is a great day. I'm loving this.
But for the kids from Anchorage, the kids from, I mean, come on.
That's tough. Yes, 115 in Phoenix right now. So some of these teams are like, this is great. But some of these teams that come down here, you got to get used to it. You know what? You give them the early morning, a little bit cooler. But yeah, let them lean into it and figure it out.
It's 59 in Anchorage right now. So to kind of put that into perspective.
That's indoor facility weather.
9-2 lead for Idaho as they get the hydration break here. And this team from Eagle has been fantastic. 1 in the first, 3 in the third, 5 more in the fourth to break it open. And they've out-hit Alaska 8-1. This is game 1 Northwest Region play. Following this one, we'll be here for the Mountain Region game 1. Utah taking on Colorado. And looks like we're squared away now as Whithoff is back in center field. And River Matson gets another opportunity with the bat, again representing the winning run at the plate, a home run hitter. Well, you know, Matson would love to walk one off right here.
Well, I think if his favorite player, Barry Bonds, is at the plate, that's what he would be thinking about.
Pops it up. In fair ground, and it's dropped. And a run comes across. Thielman scores, it's 10-2.
That is a tough play for someone 12 years old. That was a big league pop-up. River got every little bit of it, just missed it. Ball went up, and the way the sun is, everything, that is a tough play for the third baseman. Yeah, maybe the sun got in there a little bit as we see the replay. But yeah, big swing. You step back initially, and that ball was in there for a long time. It's hard to get under it. The runner's right there. It's not the easiest play in the world for the third baseman.
Now 10-2 game, and Braxton Lowe at the plate. And the winning run is represented by Matson now at first base.
Last out.
And we're going to have a courtesy runner here. Coming in is Mikey Keck to run for Matson at first base. Matson, since he's a pitcher, you can use a courtesy runner for pitcher or catcher with 2 outs in an inning. So Keck now at first, representing the winning run. Hammered to left. That ball is over the fielder into the fence. And here comes Keck with the winning run. And it's over. The 10-run rule comes into effect. Braxton Lowe delivers the walk-off hit.
And got every little bit of that. That's a perfectly timed pinch runner, too. You saw him running the moment that ball was hit. And this Idaho offense is smooth, and they are hitting the ball well. ball up, and he got every little bit of it. Left fielder made a move in, and man, that ball is to the wall.
And the winning run as Keck slides in safely. Game number 1 in the Northwest region goes to the kids from West Valley Little League in Eagle, Idaho. A convincing win in run rule fashion here. This is a team to keep an eye on. They are tough with the bats and great pitching as well.
Great pitching, absolutely. Gunnar Stroggins crushed it on the mound, and then this offense just kept going. They have not slowed down since they started playing district and state ball.
Idaho moves into the 1-0 game on ESPN next as the road to Williamsport, Pennsylvania continues. More to come from San Bernardino, Utah, Colorado. Mountain Region play next. Thanks to David Aardsma. I'm Trey Bender saying so long for now from Houghton Stadium.